Kids are getting pretty wild in there, man. Is that safe?
Yeah, they're fine. I've got their keys.
Everybody, we're going to start off where we left off yesterday, talking about the Americans before the Keys.
Hey, have a beer, man. You deserve it.
It's not worth it. Underage drinking risks everything you're working for.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. How are you doing today? If I could ask that everyone please find a seat as we begin the meeting. There's some tables up in front, guys. Don't be shy. Ooh, if I make a threat, everybody gets quiet. All right. Well, good afternoon. My name is Christy Pankratz, and I'm the director of Safe Streets. It's a pleasure to have everyone here today at the Safe Streets and Freedom Now Coalition meeting. This is an important topic, and I see many new faces in the crowd, so welcome to everyone. And just a little bit of background, Safe Streets is a organization of prevention and recovery services. We work in crime prevention, and we of course see the correlation with human trafficking and how human trafficking can impact all areas of crime, and we believe that's important to address, and that's why we have joined with Freedom Now for this important venture. Welcome to everyone. Encourage you to sign the yellow sign-in sheets on your tables. We will be in here for the first 20 minutes or so, and then we will go into breakouts, and Barry Fico will provide more instruction on that later. But one of the first things we like to do is to recognize all the great things that are going on in the community. And we do that through recognition of the Champion of Character and our Youth Award, the Keys to Character. And I'd like to ask Cindy Patton to come forward to begin the recognition of these great, great individuals. All right, Cindy.
Well, first I'd like to recognize Ivan Gruder. Ivan, would you come forward here? This is our Champion of Character Award. And yes, Chief, if you'd come up, our Recognition Council. Is there anybody else here? Oh, the sheriff's here. Come on up, Sheriff.
Very well.
If you want to, or you can have Sheriff.
Last time I didn't have my glasses, remember? I had to make the sheriff read it. All right. As the strength of our nation is dependent upon the health and safety of its communities, the strength of our community is dependent upon the character of its citizens. Topeka City Character and Safe Streets Coalition of Topeka and Shawnee County recognizes Reverend Ivan Gruter. Reverend Ivan Gruder of the Westside Baptist Church works tirelessly to help provide the neighbors in the Ward Mead neighborhood. He started a food pantry for neighbors in need. Additionally, his church helps Ward Mead neighbors with utilities as they are able. He is also always available to provide help, inspiration, and direction to the Neighborhood Improvement Association according to his nominator. Demonstrated initiative makes Reverend Ivan Gruder a champion of character.
I want to thank you for this great honor and award. I was quite surprised when I received the word that I was nominated for behavior that my mother expects of me. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay. Congratulations. Oh. And we have several members of his church here. If you'd like to stand and be recognized from his church, Westside Baptist. The next award that we have is for a couple of kids. We have Keys to Character that's sponsored by A1 Lock and Key. And so I'd like to call up Delaney Block and Dylan Dreyer. Could you come forward, please? These are members of the Explorer Post that's part of the police department. Explorer Lieutenant Dylan Dreyer and Major Delaney Block are excellent youth leaders in our community. Every week, these two individuals display their amazing leadership qualities during Explorer activities. Major Delaney Block has been with our Explorer program for 3 years. She has quickly risen through the ranks and is the highest ranked Explorer. While the Explorer program is operated by Topeka police officers, Major Block often runs the show. Delaney is instrumental in organizing Explorer events and making sure they go smoothly. The Explorers take many trips to multiple states for competitions. Delaney often takes the lead for these trips and ensures all goes as planned. Delaney leads from the front and is very active in the Post. The Explorer Post donates thousands of volunteer hours to the city, and Delaney is always in the upper tier for volunteer hours. Okay, now we'll tell you about Dylan. Lieutenant Dylan Dreyer is in the second tier of leadership with the Explorer Post. Dylan is similar to the Energizer Bunny in that he never stops working. Dylan keeps all the records for the Explorer Post and ensures all activities run smoothly. Dylan always finishes all his assignments on time and does more than is asked or expected. On his own accord, Dylan instituted a leadership award within the Post to recognize any Explorer, regardless of rank, of good work. Dylan is also working on creating and coding a website for the Explorer Post in an effort to raise awareness of the Post's work and recruit new explorers. Dylan is very active in the community and is constantly seeking out ways to make our city better. Just recently, Dylan participated in the city's Team Up Cleanup event and joined the Citizens Academy to further his knowledge of the city's police department. Between their leadership in the Explorer Post and constant volunteering in the community, I can't think of anyone else who would deserve this recognition.
The Explorer Post is a tremendous opportunity for young people in our community. It's for young people 14 to 21 years of age. So if you know anybody who is interested in law enforcement, this is a great place to learn about it. But more importantly, these young adults learn a lot of leadership skills and organizational skills that carry them into other aspects of life. My daughter was a police explorer. She's an emergency room nurse now. And so that's just some of the things. They learn a lot of leadership skills, developmental skills, organizational skills. It's probably one of the most diverse young groups that you're going to find in the city of Topeka. There's 30-some explorers. Of those, 18 are female. And then the racially makeup and diversity of those is quite awesome. So if you know a young person that wants to be involved in something in the community, that makes a difference in the community, because they also help out at the Heartland Park during the races. They help at the Fiesta Mexicana. They help at all the parades and stuff downtown, so all that stuff. They're very active in our community. They represent the Topeka Police Department very well. We're very excited about the Explorers program, and we just started a scholarship program for those explorers that are in college, and so trying to help them out there. But it's kind of our extra little hook to make sure they become Topeka Police Department officers, and so we're very excited about that. So congratulations.
Thank you. Congratulations. Oh, that's great. Yeah, sure. And if anybody else has any nominations, make sure you get those into us on the website. You can either go to Safe Streets and call them with your nominations and send them to their email, or you can go to the website at Topeka City of Character, topekacharacter.org. Thank you.
Awesome. That is a great program, and we love to see people recognized for their great service. So please fill us up with those nominations. We have been keeping very busy with Safe Streets. We had a little thing called National Night Out. How many of you have heard of that? How many of you participated in that? Awesome. Awesome. For those of you unfamiliar, it was August 11th, and we had many different neighborhoods, 87 to be exact, throughout Shawnee County participate. We had tremendous law enforcement presence. Thank you, Chief. Thank you, Sheriff. Thank you, officers and fire department and everyone for their support of that. What's really awesome about that is we have had a lot of neighborhoods not participate who go, how can I get involved? And we're getting more requests for neighborhood groups because really addressing any type of concern or problem starts where? At home. It starts in your neighborhood. So that's where a lot of people can make a difference. So if you are interested in organizing a neighborhood watch, we encourage you to contact us. We also have several upcoming meetings. We have one for loss prevention officers. We have one for bankers that we partner with Topeka Police on. So we encourage you, if you are interested in those, to please see me after this portion of the meeting. We also have a safe property management training. That is for people who are landlords, property maintenance workers, or who are interested in becoming those. We have some information at the back table that we also encourage you to get. Now, a little bit of housekeeping. We send out minutes from August. Do I hear a motion to approve? Second? Thank you, guys. So now we have a couple of quick updates from our law enforcement partners. Starting with the Topeka Police Department, we have Sergeant Dan Wilson.
Thank you. For those of you that haven't seen me before at these meetings, I'm in community policing. Pretty much if you picture the map from Washburn west is our area. We're going to talk about the city violent crime stats first. As you can see, there's a lot of blue on there. Blue are numbers that are down, red are numbers that are up. And as you can see, week to week, month to month, and year to date, a lot of those numbers are down, and that's all great. And that's part of the partnerships that we're making with you guys calling us, you guys providing us information and helping us out. The second slide is city property crime. Again, there's a lot of blue on there, especially if you look week to week and month to month. A couple of the numbers are up a little bit. Please spread the word. Take stuff out of your vehicles. Lock your vehicles. Don't leave guns in your vehicles. Don't leave your keys in the vehicle. Purses, anything that if you were a bad guy, you might want to steal it from your car. Just take it inside. I know it's a pain, but overnight these people are going around and breaking into cars, and that's a continuing problem. So like I said, just help us out if you can. Some of our slides from some of our activities. You may recognize these two guys. National Night Out, like Christy talked about, was a huge success. It's a wonderful opportunity to bring us and you guys together, try to make a difference. We're going to be hosting a Coffee with a Cop at the new McDonald's there at 21st and Bell for their grand opening. It is September 19th from 5:30 to 7 o'clock. A lot of your community police officers will be out there. If you want to come out and meet us, just come and say hi. And finally, an event that we have coming up next month. It's a fundraiser for Special Olympics of Kansas. It's police department, fire department, sheriff's department, and highway patrol all playing flag football for a great cause as Special Olympics. So, thank you.
Well, like Sergeant Wilson said, one of the big things that we do experience is car burglaries, but more importantly, it's the firearms that are left in cars. 75% of the firearms taken out of cars are taken from unlocked cars. And so that's just us as law-abiding citizens providing criminals with firearms. So please don't keep your firearm in your car. And if you choose to keep it in a car, make sure you lock it up and you can get a safe that you can put in your vehicle for that. But keeping your weapon is not in your car is not a good idea. So please help us out and help the DA's office out too, so they don't have to prosecute all those cases, right? Yeah, so take care of your firearm. Be respectful of your firearm, take care of your firearm, and take care of your fellow citizens by doing that. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Sheriff, would you like to make an update from the Sheriff's Office? Yay, Sheriff. Let's give him a round of applause. It's a long run up here. Here he goes.
Just show you I can get on my pony too. Really what we're talking about, some of the same things we talk about is about crime that happens in our city and how we can at least try to preempt some of those type of things. This room right here is that first step of what we need to do. We know in law enforcement it takes this whole community right here. Law enforcement cannot do it by ourselves. Now, here's one other thing I want to throw out. School is in. School is in session now. Let's be mindful of our driving when we have at the morning and in the afternoon when kids are going to school. We know kids will do those things that are aberrant to that typical behavior, walking on sidewalks. Sometimes they go in the streets. Sometimes they go in the streets without looking. We as adults and drivers have to take responsibility for our actions as well. So let's make sure that we are looking for those types of things. Anticipate. Children are out there, anticipate they will do the unexpected. Along with schools, what we will see is because of this little thing called a phone, cell phone. It's a computer, it's a camera, it does everything. It does nice things and it does bad things. It's good in the good hands of people, it's also bad in bad hands. Sometimes youth will do things that are bad that they don't think about their behavior. Once we put something out there on the internet, it's there. We can't bring it back. Bells rung, arrow spent. So what we have to do is make sure that we're talking to our children about this right here. I could probably say that everybody in here, just about everybody in here, has one or has access to one. Our children do too. This is a tool. Make sure that we're talking to our children about how we properly use this, because young lives are ruined because of some simple act that we think of as a joke, and some people take it seriously, and some people don't understand how to deal with this, and they do some things that are long-lasting for a short issue there. So if you have one, if you have children, talk to them about it, how to properly use that. And if you see something in your schools, tell them if they see something, let authorities know. It's hard for us to deal with things if we don't know about it. We're not gonna know everything. Kids know. They know. Let them be aware that it's good to talk to other people about that. It is about our future. Our children are our future. Let's take care of that. Thank you all for being here. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Sheriff. Appreciate those important reminders from both you and the Chief. And we also thank Ronaldo and his team with City 4 for being here to record this portion of the meeting that we'll be able to view on City 4 at a later time, as well as on YouTube. So thank you guys very much for being with us today.